So if there's one thing that's been driving me nuts about my vehicle is the cowl over here. It's kind of faded, has that white junk, I guess oxidation or paint fade. And I've tried a bunch of different chemicals and it cleans it up. It looks good for like maybe a couple of days and then it just goes back to this. And kind of the same thing right over here. Just looks pretty awful. I've actually spent a lot of time working on the paint. Did a 2-stage paint correction and ceramic coated the truck. Works real great. Definitely a fan of ceramic coat. But need to make this a little better. So let's take this out. Let's give it a spray paint. And I think what I'm going to do is just to not mess with this. I don't want to take a chance of, well, it might come out easy. I'll look into it, but I might just tape this area off and just give this a spritz of some fresh spray paint. See how that looks. So let's get started and let's take out these wipers and get this cowl off. I think right over here in this plastic piece, we're gonna pry this off. Let's get that out. Ooh, that looks crusty. Now typically you need a special tool to take that out, but maybe I'll get lucky. We'll see. Let's give it a spray of some PB Blaster. Let it soak for a little bit. Because if I have to go get the tool, then that's kind of the end of this project for today, because, well, I don't have the tool. But maybe that will work. So while those are soaking for a little bit, I want to go ahead and pry off these plastic pieces. It's a cheap tool to get at the Harbor Freight. And just, there we go, that's one. Got 2, 3, maybe 4. Well, that's kind of a connector over there, so let's get this one out. Don't want to go too crazy because I don't want this thing to go flying and drop all over the place just like it did, but I heard it hit the ground, so that's fine. We're good there. Let's get this guy off right over here. That one came off pretty easy. I think that's all of them. Oh yeah, it's connected right over here, which I'm not sure what that connector really is, but it needs to come off. All right, it's pretty easy. Once we get those wiper arms off, then we should be able to pop that off. So here's hoping that comes off easy. So that is a 15. My gun should fit in here. All right. Believe it or not, that was the easy part. Trickier part is popping that off. So I was able to break that out. A little trick I figured out. I just kept tapping this, not too hard with the hammer, and tapped it enough where it just kind of broke it loose. And then, now it is free. Sweet. So I'll go ahead and do it to the other side. Kind of the same thing. Nice. I think that broke it loose. Gotta give it a couple of more smacks. I think. Yep. I mean, it's pretty much loose. So let me do this two-handed. So now I think, oh, I forgot about this. Will this come off easy without getting tools? I think I should be able to pry it. Yeah, just like that. Okay. around. Nice. Let's go do the other side. Let's kind of pop that out. There we go. Oh, sweet. Nice. So now typically this is the perfect time to kind of clean up any junk and crud in here, but fortunately this truck is very clean. A lot of times when you park under trees and stuff, you get a lot of pine needles and all that other type of stuff, but we're actually pretty good, so happy with that. Just noticed that this one has this little piece, the other one doesn't have it, and I think this might have been, yeah, I think this was replaced at one time. Check the bushings here, which everything feels pretty good, so I'll clean this up and then I'll go back and start working on that and paint it, make it look pretty. Yeah, you don't want to be cheap with that. This is serious usage. So now that it's cleaned, it seems kind of productive, but I didn't want to ingrain some of the dirt and crap into it. Just going to give it a scuff just to open up the pores. That way the paint will adhere better. And then we'll wipe it down with some isopropyl alcohol. It should be ready to paint, and I'll do the same thing for the wipers. But let's just give it a little scuff, and then we should be ready. It's about 2 coats of paint and primer. I use the Rust-Oleum acrylic enamel semi-gloss black. Works great. Also put a clear coat on it, a flat one, just to kind of take away a little bit of that shine. So I think it looks pretty good. Same thing with the wiper arm. So had it drying for about a couple hours, I think about 3 hours. So we can put it on the truck. It is drizzling out. That's why I had to paint in the garage. Typically I like to paint outside. So let's get this on the truck, see how it looks. All right, so let's make sure these wipers still work, because that's always a thing, you know. What if you break something, have to go back and do it. So let's pop this in. Sweet. So all right, that looks a lot better. It looks really good, nice and clean. Very happy with that. I wish it wasn't raining because I really wanted to paint this, but pretty much the way I'm going to do it is just tape this side off, tape this off. I know you could take this out, and I'm sure there's clips that hold it in, but my experience, when you take them out, sometimes the clips don't survive. So I'd rather just tape everything out, paint it while it's on there, and yeah, that would work a lot better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what else I could come up with.